Guys, I am so excited that you showed up today. Welcome to my channel. I'm Connie. This is where you can come to be empowered to design the life that you imagine for yourself. This is my story in a nutshell. I'm the youngest of 6 children, and I grew up in a very abusive home in a very small town in Utah, where the thinking was small and the dreams were crushed. This is a place where everyone was supposed to fit in with everyone else. I had big dreams. I did. I wanted to be a movie star. I wanted to travel the world, and I wanted to own a mountain. So pretty big dreams, especially for a little country girl in Utah. And when I was a child, these dreams seemed unattainable because everyone around me was the same. They chose and wanted to be in the same box. And that was not how I saw myself. So I felt as a child like I was a trapped animal, just wild and wanting to get out and break out of this cage, that I felt like it wasn't even a life I wanted. I didn't even know how I got there. I felt so out of place. But my dreams felt so far away that I did what everyone else around me did, which was conform, take my place, and play my part like everyone else. So life went on, and then when I was 24, I found myself in a loveless marriage with a 4-year-old little boy and a newborn baby girl. The weight of my reality of living a life that I did not choose weighed on me so heavily. I felt so trapped. Like I had no options. I was extremely depressed. I mean, after all, I was a young, very young mother with no college degree, no money of my own, and no job. How could I ever change my life? I couldn't see my way out of it at that moment. But what I did do is I looked down at my little blonde boy and my darling redheaded newborn little girl, and I made a promise to them that they would never, never feel this way. I made a promise to them that I would raise them with self-confidence, open-mindedness, and to know that there are no limits except the limits they put on themselves, and that they can do and achieve and be anything they want. That they would never feel the pain I was feeling of living a life that I didn't belong in, of feeling trapped, like I had no choices. And it's funny how you can be so strong for the people you love. You can have more courage for the people you love sometimes than you can for yourself. Never underestimate a mother's love for her kids, because it's like, yeah, up there. But it was through my love for my children, my burning, desperate desire for my babies, that they would never feel that way, that I found my strength. I started reading self-help books. I started going to therapy. I found yoga and meditation. And through the process, I found myself. I found the courage to divorce my husband, even without a job. I found the courage to start acting again, which is where I met the love of my life, a wonderful, wonderful man. I did become an actress. I have been in movies. I've traveled the world. And I even own a little slice of a mountain. And my children, that little boy is a successful entrepreneur, and that girl is a professional ballerina living in Europe. They were raised knowing that they can do anything. And so can you. I am here now telling you that you can live a life that you design for yourself, that you do not have to stay trapped. You don't have to stay in a life you don't belong in. Yes, it's hard. It is hard to get out of it. It's scary as shit. And it's one of the hardest things I've ever done. It will probably be one of the hardest things you will ever do, is to break free of that cage. But what's harder? What's more painful? The struggle to break free, or to stay inside the cage and live a life you don't belong in? I hope that by me sharing my story, it will inspire you, and that will motivate you, and it will help you believe in yourself to know that you can achieve anything.